two satellites flying in tandem in low Earth orbit, designed to understand the effects of magnetic reconnection in deep space on Earth's atmosphere.
Magnetic reconnection is an explosive feature of energy that occurs when Earth's magnetosphere, a protective bubble shielding our planet from cosmic radiation, is impacted by the solar wind. Highly energized particles hurtling towards Earth at over 1 million miles per hour. This causes powerful streams of particles from the sun to penetrate Earth's atmosphere, which can negatively impact our power grids, communication systems, and satellites.
Society today is becoming increasingly dependent on technology, so we need to understand the risks that the sun and its influences pose to our technological infrastructure in order to keep society safe and functioning.
At the University of Iowa, we built and designed the spacecraft's instruments to do something that has never been done before. Attempt to measure magnetic reconnection more than 3,000 times. Together, the two spacecraft will create a data set that will be key in helping scientists understand how the sun's activity can affect our planet and create space weather.
Earth and near-Earth space is a big, complicated, time-varying system. Tracers is one of the sort of early demonstrations of how you can use multi-spacecraft technology to get a picture of how things are changing, how things are moving, how things are evolving.
So not only will it get a global picture of reconnection in the magnetosphere, but it's also going to be able to statistically study how reconnection depends on the state of the solar wind. This is going to really help us understand how to predict space weather in the magnetosphere.
Such a fun mission to be launching today. Now, while we wait for that clock to tick closer to T0, let's learn a bit more about our launch vehicle. There's Falcon 9 on your screen, a two-stage rocket that is 229 feet tall and getting ready for liftoff in just about 8 minutes from now. Now, at launch, it produces more than 1.7 million pounds of thrust. The bottom section of the rocket, the first stage, or the booster, is powered by 9 Merlin engines. Now, those engines will burn for the first couple of minutes of the flight, carrying Falcon 9 through the thickest layers of Earth's atmosphere. Now, if you've ever watched a launch in person, you'll know that the vehicle doesn't go straight up. Early in flight, Falcon 9 performs a gravity turn, a smooth pitch maneuver that tilts the rocket sideways to build up horizontal velocity. And you may hear that called out about 10 seconds after launch as vehicle pitching downrange.
Once the first stage completes its portion of the mission, it shuts down and separates. A staged rocket like Falcon 9 sheds the booster to eliminate the weight and uncover the Merlin vacuum engine on stage 2. To reach orbit, the vehicle needs to go fast, hitting an orbital velocity of about 28,000 kilometers per hour just to keep from falling back to Earth. That's fast enough to lap the Earth in about 90 minutes or fly from New York to here in Los Angeles in under 10 minutes, about 7 times faster than the fastest airplanes. Now, after stage separation, today's booster will be landing back at Vandenberg Space Force Base at Landing Zone 4. This particular booster will be returning to Earth for its 16th time. Now, the second stage will take over from there, powered by a single Merlin vacuum engine, also known as the MVAC for short. With its extended nozzle and optimized design, the MVAC drives maximum performance in the vacuum of space. Today, we'll ignite that engine 4 separate times before deploying the final payload into orbit.
And topping off the rocket stack is the payload.
Welcome, space fans, to Beyond the Pads live stream at NASA's Tracers mission launch aboard Falcon 9. We're coming you live from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California, just about 5 minutes from launch. Liftoff at 11:13 a.m. Pacific time. Today, we're launching 2 satellites to probe the sun's interaction with Earth's magnetic field, plus a stellar lineup of rideshare payloads. Get ready for a cosmic spectacular. The Falcon 9 on the pad is powered by a booster, B-1081, a veteran with 15 previous flights. This is its 16th mission, and its resume is out of the world. NASA's Crew 7 to the ISS CRS-29 cargo resupply pays for Earth's Oceans Atmosphere, Transporter 10 and Transporter 13 rideshare missions, Earth Care for climate research, and NROL 186 for national security, and 8 Starlink missions for global internet. B-1081 has landed perfectly after all 15 flights and is targeting its 16th landing at Landing Zone 4 here at Vandenberg. Brace for a sonic boom. The Tracer's mission is led by the University of Iowa. Features 2 identical satellites, T1 and T2, to study magnetic reconnection where solar wind sparks auras can disrupt tech. These 440-pound, 52-inch wide satellites will orbit at 369 miles per hour in a sun-synchronous orbit. Joining them are 5 rideshare payloads: CEPOS, Epic, Athena for technology testing, Skycraft 4, Air for air traffic management, Maverick Space Systems, REAL for high-energy particle research, Tyvek Slide, REAL for tech demonstration, and York Space Systems, BARD, for imaging or communications. Are now at around T-minus 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and the launch director is pulling the team. All systems are green after yesterday's FAA airspace scrub. Let's watch that clock.
Engine is warming up. Inside of the tanks, it will boil off, and we will vent that gas overboard to maintain nominal pressure in the tanks. When that cold oxygen gas hits the warmer outside air,
All right, we are now at 3 minutes to go, and Falcon 9 is ready to light up the sky. Booster B-1081's history is a space nerd's dream. It kicked off with Crew 7 on August 25th, 2023, sending astronauts to the ISS, followed by CRS-29, PACE, EarthCare, and NROL 186, 2 transporter missions, and 8 Starlink flights. With the perfect landing record, it's targeting LZ-4 today, marking SpaceX's 27th landing at this pad and the 478th Falcon 9 booster landing overall. Tracers, Epic Athena, Skyraft 4, Real, Lied, and Bard are in the final checks inside of the Falcon 9's fairing. Tracers' magnetometers will decode space weather while the rideshares push tech and connectivity forward. T-minus 2 minutes and the strong back is retracting. Here we go.
Now you may have also noticed,
lock load is complete.
and there's that call out for stage 2 LOX loading completion. So at this point, Falcon 9 is now fully loaded with 1 million pounds of rocket-grade kerosene and oxidizer. Now you may have also noticed the rocket isn't quite as shiny as it was in the past, and that's because of the soot layer present on the skin of the rocket, which is caused by the booster descending through Merlin's exhaust gases during the entry burn. And as the booster accumulates more flight history, more and more more of that soot gets deposited onto the vehicle. Now, coming up shortly, we'll hear that call out that Falcon 9 is in startup. As I mentioned, this is when the rocket's onboard flight computers will take over and the countdown will be fully autonomous. We should be hearing that call out in just about 8 seconds from now.
One minute to launch. B-1081's Merlin engines are chilling down, ready to roar. From Crew 7 to Starlink, this booster has seen it all. From today, it's carrying tracers to safeguard our tech from solar storms, plus Epic Athena, Skycraft 4, Real, Lied, and Bard for next-gen innovation. T-30, T-minus 30 seconds, and the launch director gives the
30 seconds.
Go for launch. Let's do this. I'm gonna do T-minus 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. And liftoff. Falcon 9 has cleared the tower, and B-1081 is blazing into California's sky on a southern trajectory. Tracers, Epic Athena, Skyraft 4, Real Light, and BART are rocketing towards orbit. What a sight! And there they go, continuing up, and our next milestone will be max aerodynamic stress. Max aerodynamic stress is when the most
T plus 30 seconds and counting. Falcon 9
is when the most pressure or aero or wind is pushing onto the rocket. That's why they need to slow down the rocket so the rocket doesn't explode from stress.
Falcon 9 power and telemetry are nominal.
And this enables the vehicle's antennas to stay in the best position for communicating with the ground.
So we're now about 1 minute in and hitting max Q, maximum aerodynamic stress. B-1081 is rock solid, just like it was for Crew 7, Pace, and those 8 Starlink missions. This booster is carrying a diverse payload today, from heliophysics to air traffic management and beyond.
Of the throttle bucket. From here on, even though velocity is rapidly increasing, the atmospheric density is decreasing, resulting in less loads on Falcon 9. Now, the rocket typically needs to go about 17,500 miles per hour horizontally in order to avoid gravity pulling it back down to Earth.
So stage separation will be at about T plus
Now,
2
coming up
minutes
shortly,
and
we're
2
going to
seconds.
hear callouts for a series of events happening in quick succession. This will be MECO, followed by stage separation, then the stage 1 flip, followed by second engine start 1, and then the boost back burn. We should be hearing all of these callouts here in just about 20 seconds from now.
So at about stage separation, we'll be at 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Or 2 minutes and 10 seconds. And MECO, main engine cut off.
Stage separation confirmed.
And stage separation is confirmed. B-1081 has done its job and now flipping back for its return to launch site maneuver. The second stage is igniting to carry tracers, Epic Athena, Skycraft 4, Real, Light, and BART to orbit. B-1081's boost back burn is underway, heading for LZ-4. Reusability rockets. Reusable rockets.
Both halves of the fairing flying today are flight proven, with one flying for its 14th time and the other for its 2nd time. They'll be picked up today by our West Coast Fairing Recovery Vessel.
And fairing separation. So as you can see, if you look, you'll be able to see
Fairing separation is confirmed to the boost back.
When the fairing separation was there, you might have been able to see a few of the satellites, including tracers. So we're now continuing, and the boost back burn just got completed.
And there was confirmation of a boost back burn shutdown.
We're currently at T plus 3 minutes and 40 seconds into today's mission. And coming up next, we'll hear the call out for the first stage entry burn on the Falcon 9 first stage, coming up in about 3 minutes from now. And you'll be able to follow along with that relight with the graphics along the bottom of your screen. Now, Falcon 9 is the first orbital class rocket.
All right, sorry for stopping you there. The second stage is now coasting towards deployment, but we're watching B-1081's. Its 15 landing include Cape Canaveral for Crew 7, drone trips for Starlink, and multiple LZ-4 returns. Today, he will be its 5th at Vandenberg. 3 minutes till touchdown. Stay tuned. At about T plus 6 minutes, we will see the entry burn.
But while this booster is on its 16th trip to space, we're working towards qualifying our fleet of Falcon boosters and fairings to support 40 missions each. And for those following along, we're currently at 29 flights of a single Falcon booster, which is absolutely phenomenal. Increasing Falcon's flight count provides valuable information on repeated reuse, which is a critical element for making life multiplanetary.
Now, as a reminder, the 9 Merlin engines on Falcon's first stage are optimized for sea level, and they can achieve around 190,000 pounds of thrust during ascent and descent. Now, compare that to the single MVAC engine you see on your screen. This achieves around 220,500 pounds of thrust in a vacuum state. During entry burn, Falcon 9 will decelerate by firing its Merlin engines, but the vehicle is still moving really fast. As Zach mentioned, this causes the vehicle to fly through Merlin's exhaust gases, and this deposits the layer of soot on the vehicle's surface, giving Falcon 9 that flight-proven look.
Now, coming up next, we should be hearing that call out for the entry burn of the Falcon 9 first stage in just about 10 seconds from now.
And entry burn around now. Entry burn. So we're now closing on B-1081's landing here today. From astronauts to global internet to today's tracer and ride shares. This booster is a reusable marvel. Get ready for that sonic boom as it descends. Entry burn is starting now.
Stage 1 entry burn shut down.
All right, so we just heard that shut down.
Entry burn has shut down. So coming up next will be the landing burn. And this is the final burn to slow the vehicle down even more and make that precise landing.
So, I don't know if we lost the camera there, but it's not the best graphics, as you can see. But once I get back to the B-1081's camera view, you'll be able to see it from below. Oh, there it is. We got the sonic boom there. So there we got the sonic boom there, and B-1081's is approaching LZ4, and the landing burn is on in just a moment. And if you look very closely, you'll be able to see the landing pad. I'm pretty sure it's that small dot. And landing burn is on. Those Merlin engines are slowing it down. Here it comes. Sorry about the volume. It's a little bit loud. You can see those grid fins moving around a lot. And SpaceX has done it again. Touchdown. B-1081 has landed at landing zone 4. It's 16th perfect landing and SpaceX's 478th Falcon 9 booster landing. From Crew 7 to Tracers to Epic Athena to Skyraft 4 to Real, Lod, and Bard, this booster is a superstar. The second stage is set to deploy payloads at their 590-kilometer orbit. What a launch! We'll keep you posted on their satellite deployments, but for now, let's cheer this flawless liftoff and landing. Thanks for joining Beyond the Pad. Oh, and also, if you want to see the payload deployment, it's around here. I recorded this a little bit later here. Sometime around this time. I have no idea. It's sometime around here, but hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you next time.